Algeria, Benin, Burundi, Cameroon, Central Republic, Chad, Congo, Egypt, Ethiopia, Ghana, Guinea, Ivory Coast, Kenya, Liberia, Morocco, Nambia, Nigeria, Senegal, Sierra Leone, Libya, Malawi, Mali, Somalia, South Africa, Sudan, Tanzania, Togo, Uganda. These are just some of the countries that have child slavery.
Slavery is a problem that many people disregard as something that doesn't exist in the world. The fact of the matter is, it does exist, and it is an increasing problem. Through this documentary, we'll explore the extent of the problem, what can be done, possible solutions, and how the government just isn't doing what is necessary to stop this injustice to the children all around Africa. According to the Child Soldiers Prevention Act of 2007, government estimates by and large tend to be significantly smaller than that of non-governmental organizations. Unfortunately, the Child Soldiers Prevention Act of 2007 never became law.
UNICEF estimates that 200,000 children are trafficked in West Africa every year. When people think of child slavery, they automatically think of hard labor. Little do they know, there are multiple forms of child slavery. We have child soldiers, prostitution, human trafficking, and forced child marriage. These are all 4 forms that we'll explore today.
When considering the impact of child slavery, one must consider the long-term and immediate effects on the children, and also consider the long-term effects on the country itself. Next, the impact on the country and the continent is that these concepts of child slavery deprive each country of its young people, youths who could contribute to the development of their country's economy and build a strong society.
Europe and Asia, North and South America, and Australia. From all the islands.
With help from the Save the Children Alliance, we will look at the 4 types of slavery that we mentioned before. The first, child trafficking. 1.2 million children and babies every year, including in Western Europe and the Americas and the Caribbean, are forced into child trafficking. Next, child prostitution. 1.8 million children are being abused throughout the prostitution process with child porn and sex tourism. In the UK alone, 5,000 children prostitutes and 75% are girls. Next, child slavery. 300,000 under the age of 15 are included in fighting and government armies. Boys and girls actively recruited as soldiers or wives. And next, forced child marriage. Male or internet. Girls under 15 are 5 times more likely to die during pregnancy or birth than women over 20. What do we think is being done? Although the problem of child slavery that we're discussing is based in Africa, we must also consider what the African government is doing. We strongly believe that although the African government is somewhat unstable, they still have to take responsibility. In essence, the government just isn't strong enough. Evidently, the African government is not as strong as we think it is, because they're not taking control of these injustices that are happening to their children, being recruited into these different forms of child slavery. And so it is left to us to try and make some movement, make some effort to help the African government remain strong and stop trafficking children within their own armies, as well as the other armies.
Here's an example of what children in the United States are doing to help.
If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. If you come around here, I'll make them all day. I get one down in a second if you wait. I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me at the border, I got visas in my name. If you come around here, I'll make them all day. I get one down in a second if you wait. Sometimes I think sitting on trains. Every step I get to, I'm clocking that game. Everyone's a winner, we're making our fame. Bonafide hustler, making my name.
We raised somewhere around $1,900.
We raised over $20,000.
Over $35,000.
$25,800.
Over $17,000.
Close to $26,000. $25,000.
And when you go back to your classroom, you study, and you know that it's young people like you who are raising the money. It's not the big people.
Sometimes I feel sitting on trains. Every step I get to, I'm clocking that game. Everyone's a winner, we're making our fame. Bonafide hustler, making my name. No one on the corner has swagger like us. Hit me on my banner, prepaid wireless. We pack and deliver like UPS trucks. Already going hell, just pumping that gas. All I wanna do is take your money. All I wanna do is take your money. All I wanna do is take your money. All I wanna do is take your money.
We may have different colors of skin.
Reviewing this documentary, I hope you have an influence about the horrific sides of child slavery.
After being slightly educated of child slavery, I hope you're willing to help children. Thank you.
There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I got to beware. I think it's time we stop, children. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. There's battle lines being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody